all about love. A couple of people have asked me about my videos, and I hadn't posted one in a couple of weeks. And of course, I haven't quit since you're watching me now. I just, as I explained to them, I really want to be sure that I'm promoting love and healing. So I really try to think about what I'm going to talk about, and read into it, sometimes research it, whatever. So I've been really praying this week, trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk about, and I hadn't really decided on anything. But this morning, of course, I'm laying in bed, 4 o'clock this morning, and it crossed my mind about forgiveness and forgetting, and I still wasn't sure about that. I know that's something that I do have an issue with. Anybody who knows me is I'm quick to forgive. Like, I have a forgiving heart. However, I'm very slow to forget. And when I mean slow, I mean I most times don't forget. And which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. So anyway, this morning I got up for my and decided to go on my morning walk. And normally I listen to music. Um, Quite often, my dad, most people know James Hennington, my dad sends me sermons, and a lot of times I don't get to watch them right then. I have quite a few that I haven't even watched, and it's because I like to watch them when I'm gonna have time to actually listen to them, because I really want to listen to it and hear what it's saying. I don't want to watch it while I'm in the middle of doing something and I might miss something that I need to hear. So this morning, instead of listening to music on my walk, I decided to listen to one of the scriptures. In my head, he actually sent me one this morning, but in my head I was thinking I'm gonna start from the top, from the videos that he sent me, you know, days ago or weeks ago, and then move towards today. But instead, I went ahead and clicked on the one that he sent me today, and it was a sermon by Sarah Jake Roberts. If you don't know her, don't listen to her. Definitely, I love Sarah Jake Roberts. She has some really good sermons. And the sermon today, the subject was Everything Must Go. And I think we all have been in situations where we needed to get rid of some things or let go of some things. And it was just crazy that I listened to it this morning, because it kind of tied into the forgiveness and forgetting. So I was like, wow. And the more I listened to it, the more God started talking to me and revealing to me. Yes, he actually talks to me, little old crazy me. So I'm listening to the sermon, and the more I listen to it, the more excited I get, because I'm like, God, I get it. I finally get it. There have been some things going in my life that, I get it, but I don't get it. If you know what I'm saying. So it's like, here I am, making changes in my life in the last few months, and so, most of them for the good, of course. We don't always realize it, we don't always know it at the time, but everything works out for our good, and everything happens for a reason. I just believe that. And so we might not be happy with it, but it is what it is. And so I'm listening to the sermon, and she's talking about how everything must go, and it made me start thinking about me specifically and the changes I've gone through. I've moved recently into another house, and a lot of us, when we're making changes in our lives, women will get a new hairstyle. It's like new hair, new me. Men might get a new wardrobe, or you might get out of a relationship, you might get into a relationship. And on a whole nother subject, listen to me. If you are broken, I could tell you firsthand, if you are broken, you're going to attract what you are. That's just in life. Most times we attract a person into our lives that relates to us and is an image in us in some ways. If you are broken, you're going to choose someone that's broken. And two broken people cannot heal each other. I don't care how much you say you love him or he loves you, or, vice versa. Two broken people cannot heal each other. Even the Bible says a joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. No way they're going to heal you when they need healing themselves. But that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, we all choose different ways to move on. You lose that weight. And I'm thinking, you lose weight, but God was saying to me, yeah, you lost weight, but you're carrying weight. I know, you probably don't get what I'm saying. So, I moved. When I moved, I got rid of a lot of stuff. My house that I moved into now is probably still as big as the house I moved out of, but the storage was different. So, there were a lot of things that I had stored that I had to get rid of. Some of it I didn't want to get rid of it, but I'm just like, I have nowhere to put it. So at that moment, I'm listening to this sermon and I'm thinking, and I'm listening to God and I'm thinking, and I'm hearing, you moved, you got rid of clothes and furniture and all this stuff, and you moved into this new house, but you brought in a bunch of stuff. I know some of you still don't get it. It took me a minute to get it. I'm just now getting it today. Even though I moved into the new house, I still bought in hurt. I still bought in anger. I still bought in resentment. I still bought in unforgiveness. I still bought in the stress. I still brought in the worry into the new home with me. Moving into the new house didn't take all that away from me. Nobody could take that away from me but God. We try to get away from things, and we think by changing things physically that's gonna do the job, but it's not. You have to work from the inside out. And I was so happy today when I'm listening to this sermon, because I'm like, I hadn't even realized or even given enough gratitude, I think, to God for the things that he's done for me in the last few months. I have come such a long way, and I know that I have a long way to go, but I'm definitely not where I was before. And I'm just so thankful and so grateful for that, because I started letting go of things. I stopped holding on to things. Things that would have stressed me out 5 months ago isn't stressing me out right now. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful for that. So all I can do is encourage you to let it go. Whatever it is, the worry, the hurt, the anger, the unwilling to forgive, the stress, whatever it is, let it go. And that's when you'll start seeing things happen. I see things happen materialistically, can't talk, physically, mentally, everything in my life. I told someone a couple of weeks ago, I was like, it's weird, but I'm happy. I'm happier than I've ever been in a long time. And I can't even explain it, but I am. Things that I thought I couldn't do on my own, I've been doing it. So I'm so thankful and so grateful for that. And it's just all because of letting go. And you also, another thing she hit on was protecting your energy. And you have to do that. You have to be careful about the people around you. Yes, it's going to be some people that you want to be in your life, but at the end of the day, as I said before, a broken spirit dries up the bones. You have to be careful of the energy and the people you have around you. It was people that I wanted to carry into this new chapter of my life with me. But God said, no, it's not going to work. That's not what's good for you. And so I'm thankful and I'm grateful for that. And all I can do is encourage you to try to do the same. It's not easy. It's hard. You have your days where you're like, okay, God, what is going on? But then if you sit there and think about it, you realize that he has done and he is doing so much. And when you're sitting up here thinking about everything that you can't see or everything that you don't have, you're blinded to what you do have and what he has done. So stop stressing, stop worrying. Don't be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and he will give you peace that surpasses, I can't talk today, all understanding. And that's the peace you want, baby. I'm telling you right now. That's the peace you want. That's the peace you need. And that's what's going to get you through this life. And like I said, I'm here to encourage. I'm here to uplift. And at the same time, I'm being blessed. Just trying to figure out what to talk about on my little old YouTube page. God made that revelation to me. And I was so happy about it because I'm like, you know what? I didn't realize how far I'm come, but okay, girl, let's go. So keep pushing, keep pressing, press towards the mark for the prize of the higher calling. Keep going, keep moving forward. Talk to y'all later.